Hi, this video is for Jehovah's Witnesses that have been disfellowshipped or left the organization, but also for the ones who are wondering what to think about this organization and maybe thinking of getting in. I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses for 10 years of my life between 1996 and 2006. So it's been almost 10 years, just a few months short of 10 years, that I've left the organization. First of all, I want to let you know, for the one who were never one of Jehovah's Witnesses, that Jehovah's Witnesses are like anybody else in the world. You know, there are some good ones and some bad ones. The problem is that the way we are taught as a witness is that we tend to think that we are better than anyone else. So most witnesses have this layer upon themselves of thinking that they are better than anyone else, because that is the teaching. Because the teaching is, if you are good, if you're a good-hearted person, somehow you are going to enter the organization of Jehovah. And if for some reason you don't, it means that you are a bad person, that Jehovah doesn't even want you. You're a bad person. You have not repented from your sin, and so on and so forth. So when you have a critical thinking and you start thinking, okay, I think I'm good, I'm a good person. So you expecting to see only good deeds, right? Even though the favorite word of Jehovah's Witnesses is we are not perfect. Yes, nobody's perfect. But there is a difference between not perfect and being downright mean. And in my 10 years of Jehovah's Witnesses relationships, I've seen everything under the sun. I've seen very nice people, adorable people, but I've seen very mean ones as well. Jealousy, envy, criticism, hypocrisy. So you see everything you see outside of the organization of Jehovah, you see it inside as well. Where I started to have a problem is that because of the teaching that we receive, there are some nastiness that should not even exist. As I was telling someone not that long ago, yes, everybody can do mean things, but people that hear at 5 meetings a week that they should be good and are that bad, man, they must be very bad. So then you start asking yourself the question, so how come Jehovah wanted those people? How come he attracted them into his organization as to be better than anyone else? And then, of course, there is the doctrine things, some little things that start, if you have critical thinking, which I hope you do, some little things that starts to bother you, like this generation thing, that keeps on moving forward and forward into history, starting before 1914, and now because almost everybody is dead from that generation thing changed. And another thing that bothered me maybe the most while I was in the organization is the blood thing. I completely accepted that blood transfusion was no good. I accepted it, even though now I can see the cracks in it. I said, okay, well, all right, blood is not supposed to be taken, fine. But then when I started to realize that a little bit of blood is okay, that really didn't ring as truth to me. It's like you telling me, taking poison is bad, but taking just a little bit of poison, it's okay. And I'm someone personally, I'm a whole person, You can't tell me that a lot of bad is bad and a little bit of bad is good. It doesn't resonate with me. So when you have a critical thinking and you are one of Jehovah's Witnesses, there is a problem that's starting to happen in your mind. You start seeing things, hearing things, you study that watchtower, you study the Bible. Sometimes you even read that Bible, a scripture, and what they're saying that the scripture says doesn't really match. But because if you're like me, I did not know the Bible before I started studying the Bible with the witnesses. I really had not a very good knowledge of the Bible anyway at all. So you start thinking, well, it's me. I'm not understanding what it says. It says black and white, but the society says it says white and black, so it must be the way they see it. But you see, all of those little sand grains that start happening more and more as you're going through the years in the organization. If you have a critical thinking, you are going to start thinking, am I being fooled here? What is this organization truly all about? And then, you see your own family, like in my case, my brother, your own family reaction to you leaving. It's like all the love that they used to have has completely disappeared, melted away, deleted. It's like it never existed. And then you start thinking, well, I left Jehovah's organization, but I'm still a good person. I know I'm good. I have a hard time to kill a fly. I know I'm not a bad person. I know it in my heart. I will help you if you need help. I am a good person. That did not change me. I was good before I entered the organization. I was good while I was there, and I was good when I left. However, when people become so indoctrined, like in the case of my own brother, all his goodness seems to have disappeared. And he became this dictator. And this person I can't recognize. And even two of Jehovah's Witnesses that are still Jehovah's Witnesses, whom I spoke to not too long ago, have recognized that my brother is pushing it a little. But the reason it's because it's that organization behind the religion that basically teach people that you're already not very good if you don't enter the organization, but if you enter it and you leave, you are dirt. You are as good as dead. And that is why if you are a witness and your family members don't talk to you anymore, and I know if you were a witness and that happened to you, you know that already, but I just want to confirm to you that's happening to all of us. That happened to me. That is why your family member has not even a second thought about not speaking to you, like if you were dead. So anyway, it's the first time after 10 years that I have the courage to do a video about, my story, and I'll make other videos as things will pop up to my mind. I have so many other things to say anyway, but just want to make that video series and also letting you know in those videos that there is life after being a witness. Actually, all that weight that was weighing you down as a witness, and if you were one, you know what I'm talking about, lift up completely. Today I'm a life coach, and maybe because I suffered for 10 years in an organization where I was trying to find love and encouragement and never found it, I became a certified life coach. And I'm coaching people to trust not in organization, but more in themselves, in their higher self, and in the true God, if in God they believe. So just watch for the follow-up videos And I hope you enjoy them. And most of all, I hope that it gives you, some courage, some more understanding, and help you understand that you're not crazy. There are many of us in your situation.